I wear the black for the poor and the beaten down, living in the hopeless, hungry side of town. I wear it for the prisoner who's long paid for his crime, but is there because he's a victim of the times. Man in Black by Johnny Cash. Even though Cash became very famous, he never forgot where he came from. First, we'll look at the childhood of Johnny Cash. Second, we'll look at the achievements of Johnny Cash. And finally, we'll look at how he impacted me. So first, who is Johnny Cash? Cash was born on February 26, 1932 in Kingsland, Arkansas. He later moved to Dyess, Arkansas. From a very young age, he helped his family by working in the cotton fields. He came from a poor family, and the Great Depression further caused financial troubles. Many of these troubles would later be reflected in his songs. Cash was extremely close to his elder brother Jack, who died in a mill in 1944. His father told him it was too bad it wasn't him instead of his brother. In 1950, he enlisted in the United States Air Force. During his time with the Army, he and a few of his Air Force friends formed a band, where he wrote the famous song, Folsom Prison Blues. When he went back home, he started his path to becoming one of the most famous country singers of all time. He got together with a few mechanics and formed a tight music group called Johnny Cash and the Tennessee Two. So now let's look into the accomplishments of Johnny Cash. According to the achievement.org, in 2019, he tasted true fame with his song, I Walk the Line, which became an instant success on music charts in 1956. In 1958, he signed a profitable deal with Columbia Records, where his single Don't Take Your Guns to Town peaked in all major music charts and also entered the pop charts. Through the 60s, he took the country by storm with a full slate of popular hits, including Ring of Fire and Understand Your Man. By the 70s, he had cemented his image as the Man in Black, and in 1971, he wrote a song, Man in Black, explaining his choice of clothing. In 1975, he wrote his autobiography, Man in Black. He won 19 Grammy Awards in total, and he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, and later into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Overall, we can see that Cash had many achievements in his lifetime. So finally, how has Cash affected me? Throughout my childhood, I would always listen to Johnny Cash. I just love the sound of his voice. One of my mom's favorite memories of me is when I would stand in front of the full-body mirror in our living room and I would sing Ring of Fire. I would just dance and sing, and whenever she would try to look at me, I would get embarrassed and stop. So I didn't really start loving Johnny Cash until I watched the movie Walk the Line a couple years back. This movie was the first time I really saw the hardships and struggle Cash went through. So Cash, in my opinion, is the best songwriter because each of his songs tells a story and they're all part of them. So when you really pay attention to what he is singing, you are learning something about him and something that he has lived through, something that he felt the need to share with the world. In conclusion, let's review what I've talked about today. First, we looked at the childhood of Johnny Cash, and second, we looked at the achievements he made, and third, we looked at how he impacted me today. Now you should be able to see Johnny Cash in a new light. If Johnny Cash can overcome such great tragedies and become a famous singer-songwriter, it shows there is nothing we can't do if we set our minds to it.
Read 30